Okay, I seriously don't know how to make off with this new update to this particular deck. As someone who normally play testing a lot of new cards all the time, theoretically this support should have been an improvement for the deck, but holy shit, she doesn't really want to work with me during that live stream of mine. So this will come from an opinion of someone who has been screwed over by this deck almost the whole time I was testing it during that stream itself, which you guys can check it out. But I have to say it is a good support because it is not problem of the new support. It is a problem of how normally shit my drive check usually is. And if you guys haven't noticed what deck I'm talking about is Michu. And in the typical fashion of this channel, I'm gonna be talking about her brand new support. So unlike the other video where I talk about the support surrounding her first before jump straight into the brand new version of the grade 3, I have to talk about the brand new Michu first because it will make the other two support I will be talking about today a lot more sense. And I can safely say the brand new version of her does fix some of the issue that she has in her deck, as we have Glistening Mood Michu. When this deck is placed by riding from first to head towards the Dream Michu, such a deck for or drop for up to one card with Nokuno in its name or one cannonball card, reveal it and put it into your hand, and if you search your deck, shuffle your deck, activate Persona Right. Yes, this is essentially a glitter update version of this form, and she more or less has the very similar activation condition as those 5 glitter units. It's about damn time! As act once per turn, you can bind the original Michu from your soul, choose one of your opponent's rear cards and retire it, and until end of turn, reduce the cost of this unit cannonball ability by Soul Blast 2, and at the end of the turn, if this unit is on your Vanguard, you can write the card that was bound for this effect as race. And then last but not least, Cannonball ability. When this unit attack or Vanguard, Soul Blast 2, choose one of your opponent's rear card and retire it. This unit get 10k until end of that battle. Not bad. Okay, let's be real here. Her third skill is most of the time ignorable because of the fact that most of the time you're gonna be using Flower Cannonball to replace her Cannonball skill to begin with. But I would say the other two skill of her deck is actually really good because for one, you are guaranteed to get either a Cannonball or a Nokuno from either deck or your drop. And with how the brand new Nokuno is a grade 2 and doesn't really have a lot of way to be searched, this is a great thing to do. And reducing a cost of Cannonball by 2 Soul Blast is, I wouldn't say a good thing to do, but at least it makes the soul requirement for the deck a lot less painful. But it does have an issue of making all set up soul shard kinda pointless because of the fact that you are not gonna be using soul as heavy as before. Yes, some of the new support and the original support of Michu do still use Soul Blast, but I feel it became less important. It is still a good card nonetheless, especially considering the brand new Nokuno, Star Song Prayer Nokuno, is a very good card, even for those who doesn't really have money to pay for the brand new Michu, as this unit gets an additional 10k if your cannonball card was put from order zone into drop zone this turn. And glitter ability, act once per turn if your rank card is grade 3 or greater, counter blast 1, soul blast 1. This unit get this additional ability until end of turn, where when this unit attack, if no drive check were performed for the battle your rank card attack this turn, this unit perform the drive checks until end of that battle. It's not fair! We simply just brand new Michu and Nokuno alone. This makes Michu quite irritating deck and in my opinion quite a scary deck to play because of the fact that if you play all her combo at the right timing, you essentially have 3 attacks that has additional drive checks. One from Vanguard, one from the grade 1 Nokuno, and one from the grade 2 Nokuno.
Genuinely disgusting.
This is actually quite irritating because this means that most of the time your opponent has to guard for at least 1 to 2 trigger to pass to make sure that the attack actually doesn't go through. And this is considering the fact that Flower Cannonball is essentially making all of these attacks juice up even further and making it harder for your opponent to guard because of the fact that the whole glitter in your deck essentially can drive checks. But not only that, Bushiroad decided to do the unthinkable and put what are the PR for every single glitter right line, and that is the right jumper as a rare in this deck. What the fuck? Okay, this is good for Michu player, but what the fuck, Bushiroad? Like seriously, what the fuck? Anyway, we have waiting for this day Refrika. Okay, that is actually fitting. When this day is placed on Reka Circle, and if you have all set up the grade 1 set order in your order zone, Energy Blast tree, look at top 7 card of your deck, choose up to 1 Cannonball card among them, review it and put it into your hand and shuffle the deck. Then act. If you have grade 3 Vanguard with Michu in its name, put this into your soul, search your deck for up to 1 Glistening Mood Michu, write it as stand and shuffle your deck. If your Vanguard was placed during the right phase or you Persona roll this turn, you cannot activate Persona right until end of turn. This card make Michu, in my opinion, one of the most annoying deck to fight in the current standard. As I already mentioned before, dealing with 3 attacks that has drive check is already very annoying, but you also have to deal with the fact that this can go online as early as turn 3, which makes things even more irritating. But I feel these supports actually screw Michu just a little bit as well, because of the fact that now you are Soul Blasting less for Cannonball, of course. This making playing or setup actually a detriment because of the fact that you are guaranteed to Soul Charge 1, and because all of the Cannonball ability does give you additional draw, the deck is at the risk of decking out extremely fast. Even as someone who wasn't able to play the deck properly, this problem was extremely prevalent, and the fact that you are forced to Soul Charge, and trust me, you do use or set up quite often in this deck just to make sure that you can play grade 1 Nokono order for a counter charge as well. It is optional for you to take those out, but at the same time I feel that if you don't run those, it also making it harder for you to rush because of the fact that you do need at least 1 to 2 counter blasts to actually start rushing because of the activation cost of the grade 2 Nokono and also the grade 1 Nokono, which does require a counter blast. So yeah, to put it simply, the deck decking out faster does counter blast a lot more often, which causes you to rely more on counter charge, which also make you rely more on all setup to help you to set up properly. It's a lot of layers, but to put it simply, I feel Michu definitely has improved with this support, but true to her mechanic name, she is a glass cannon, a glass cannonball to be precise. But that's my thoughts about it. What do you guys think about Michu support in general? And before I end this video, I will have to say this: I don't think she's a bad support, it's just that I have a bad time playtesting this deck. So yeah, do leave down in the comments below whether it's a skill issue or not. And yeah, that's all I have for today. Take care of yourself, don't forget to clap that sub button, and this is Mac Megane signing out.